Hey, this is Jacob with Myers Window Cleaning, and I'm going to tell you what I look for in storefronts, especially if you're doing late night prospecting like I do. Look for in storefronts. I try to find areas that might be in the middle of nowhere, and you can see like there's some uncleanliness, on a lot of these storefronts. Now, you only really need one store in every city or town that you go to make it a route. And then once you get about, say, 10 of them, like you can start. I mean, like, this is legendarily bad. Holy crap, right? But you can start getting storefronts like this relatively easily. Just go and do it. Seriously, because nobody else is going to do it. So why can't you be the first one? And it doesn't exactly matter what store you get, whether you want to just crank out a couple windows or you want to go for a bigger store. The sky's the limit when you're really, trying to push storefront window cleaning. There's obviously other things that I'm leaving out of this conversation that you could target too. But if you're in the middle of nowhere, someone might not do certain storefronts for whatever reason, or there might be nobody that does them at all, or you might be in an area where everyone does them, and that leaves you with little opportunity. But you only need one, because again, about 10 of these guys, you can go crank them all out in one night for the outside windows. Whether it's $20-$30 a store, or $50-$100 a store, for outside window cleaning. That's at least a few $100, for a simple night or simple morning of work. And then what you can do is you can stack that right on with residential service. If you do residential service in the busy season. So that's kind of what I look for in storefront window cleaning. Again, places that are, just out in the middle of nowhere. In bigger cities, you're probably going to have to compete more. Though there are a lot more newer places that open up. But again, when you're putting your foot in the door to a city or town, true story. Couple places that I've been to, I started out with maybe one or two stores, and I kept at it at those places, and eventually I had a window cleaner. I think it was 2 years in, just give up, and I ended up getting like 13 of his stores. And he flat out quit. I called him. I made sure it was okay to, go and take the stores. He said, yep. Something to do with family issues and a bad back. Said he couldn't do it anymore. I always give that common courtesy too. If someone else is cleaning a storefront, don't jump in the middle of that. It just leaves a bad taste in the owner's mouth. Instead, what you could do to gain rapport, and you might not get the store at all, or hey, you might get it down the road. Just say, hey, it sounds like you have a company already, and if they're taking care of you, not a problem. There's more than enough work for everybody, because at the end of the day, we don't need to step on each other's feet to get work, to try to make a living. There's, again, plenty of work out there, and you only need really one store in every place that you visit to start building a route. So you don't really need to go after competition, especially if you're starting out. You just need to get in where you fit in. And if it's literally one single store that takes you 5-10 minutes to do, and you make $20 off it doing the outside windows, awesome. And then you can just stack those. And in and out window cleanings, obviously, if you're having to do them in the middle of the day when you could be doing residential, charge accordingly, or charge more. You know, but if you have places that are, you have the keys to, or you have someone on the inside that can let you in whenever, or you have a card key system that you wave a card at the door and it lets you in whenever, those you can kind of give a deal on. But with that being said, though, just start looking for stores. How do you go about doing that? Well, you can type in you know, restaurants or gift shops or gyms or you know, just pretty much anything you can think of, like that people would normally shop at that gets good traffic, foot traffic. General rule with window cleaning, you also want to target places that get very good foot traffic, because yes, it might be in the middle of nowhere. That doesn't mean it doesn't get any traffic at all. But what I mean by that is you don't want to go into, let's say, a place that nobody has any interest or desire to go into, or like very, very niche market people go into there. Like, you know, if you have, let's say, a town of 10,000 people, you know, the stores you want are like the stores that the majority of people go into. You know, but, you know, if you have a store that only 3 people out of 10,000 go into, you're probably not going to have that store in the long run. So you do also want to target stores in the long run. But if you're just starting out, just get anything that you can. Again, you can Google Map it and walk on the Google Map Street View by, you know, moving your cursor, and it's like you're walking on the street in real time. You can do that, or just go and drive and just see where it takes you. You know, just plan to go out for an entire day, get some snacks, you know, get some drinks, you know, obviously the non-alcoholic kind, because you want to make sure you can drive safely. But you know, you want to be energized and you want to be in a good mood when you're doing these. The last thing you want to do is try to hunt storefronts and you're either tired or weak or, you know, crabby or whatever. You want to try to be in the best state of mind. And then also, if you have a calling card of some kind, whether it's a you know, business card, postcard, door hanger, you just leave it right in their door. Now, there's certain ways to leave cards in the doors, but I'll discuss that in another video. But I usually will leave either my normal business card, which is a postcard size business card, because people don't lose them, and I can write on the back of them, or I leave a door hanger with convincing ad copy. Makes people read it, build interest, then they call you. And general rule, business is about doing. It's not just about the amount of money you make or the amount of money you lose, it's about doing. So what have you done today? Leave a comment in the comment section below. And this is Jacob with Myers Window Cleaning. Again, if you want to call me or you want to get some information, or feel free to text me as well. 413-884-4743. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next video. God bless you.